can't drop down to farm. As soon as they drop the farm, Janus will hear that. They'll go back up. Their position is so strong right now.
This is a great defensive stance. In the previous engagements, when I looked at the VOD, they have the potential to flank. Hen really went all the way towards Pristine Point, almost, it felt like. He went that way, looped back around, and got some big beams in the back. So this is not an engagement that's going to be over just yet. You already mentioned Retail Row already having issues. We saw as well Weeping Woods, Save It going down in the feed. That's been a battle that's been going back and forth the entire time, with Save It having the upper advantage, but momentum is going to be the big factor going forward.
Yeah, and why is this happening? Why is it different from before? You know, the last game we saw Janus and Chapix go for an immediate fight, and it was scrappy. It's because of the psychology around it. Look at the zone on the left. They have zone at Craggy. They can really draw this out, and they've baited Hycris all day into this fight. They know they're not going anywhere. They know they've basically are living in their heads rent-free, Janus at least, and they're going to go for this fight no matter what to try to win it. They're down 6-1 as well. Because of this, this is free surge tags for Janus. This fight will happen no matter what. And man, Vortex is getting antsy. They're already shooting shots down below Sancho. It really, right now, it seems like Hen, Chapix, and Janus are inside their heads.
The only time I've seen a disengagement here in the tournament is Hen's trio went to Flopper Island to disengage, to regain a little bit of resources, to regain a little bit HP, and then they came back and wiped out Knight. The thing that's going to be different here is that Tripper's trio that usually rotates into that little clip area hasn't been here just yet. Now they're rolling in. They're rolling in right now, and they're going to send beams, and we saw Chapix get beamed from that area here, and that could be just enough for Hycris's trio to find that opening to get rid of Hen's trio.
Now, what Sancho's calling for is basically the third party of a different team on this left hill that comes in, and Uguay 74, that's Chapix, by the way, was on high ground. He was in the position of this opposite team, Vortex, the night before. He got beamed hard. I think these guys have learned from that. They're now playing low. There's no chance that third party team can actually shoot them. So they're actually sitting pretty, waiting for Knight to make a move, and they can't. Meanwhile, on other sides of the map, Lazy Lake, always active, especially with Bad Sniper Marvin and SC. They've actually moved towards the center of the map off the POI, chasing a fight. Bad Sniper with the big shots on the Dementos. They're still going forward. This one's getting real scrappy too. I mean, Sancho, no one's holding anything back on day two.
Not at all. And Marvin's trio had their best finish in game 1 of this day here, which is 7 out of the 12. But this is just a messy rotation. This southern rotation, I call it the struggle rotation, man. The struggle of the South right here that's happened real. Every time we've already seen it in game 7. Now in game 8, you're seeing all the kind of chaos that's happening. Jamside hasn't had a great tournament run because of this. And you already seen Pizza, who's just able to be a little bit better because he's able to rotate. But now Pizza is actually late rotating here. As you see, Fast Rookie Art and Pizza on the backside of this engagement down on Gorgeous Gorge.
Hello,
I've never seen people voluntarily go down to the gorge, let alone 3 teams to fight. So there's definitely something weird going on for their game strategies.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, you know, what ends up happening in the EU is they stopped saying, you know what, I'm done doing long range storm surge tags. I want a box fight. It happened last season. They get up in people's faces. The more confidence is happening, it's like, we could beat these guys. I could hear Levin saying it in my voice. We could beat these guys and we could take it to them. And that's what I think what it is. More importantly, I said it in the previous game, Shayo, it comes down to elimination points being 2 points. You get that value out of that. We've already been seeing the 6 points that's been helping out Hen's trio, kind of bolt them up a little bit. They took over first place against Revsguard's trio. Wow, this is a stalemate. It's kind of
that gorge is looking anything but gorgeous right now with all those teams in there and all the baseball. That happens.
Gorge.
4ZR, Nate, and Tayson, they've almost even taken height over Percival. Actually, a misstep. Percival goes down, Tayson misses a ramp, and now he has high ground. That was too easy. And now he's on the chase down. Percival shaking in his boots, getting absolutely beast controlled. This is about to drop him in the box too. He's missing edits. What's going on here? All the way around. He's an infantry rifle. That's not good close range. Has to over to the pump and then a big shot, but it's only green. He's gonna escape all the way and make sure he finds his way back to his team. Bloom took big shots. Percival's actually down. You're trying to go toe to toe with Tayson, Nate, and 4ZR. I get it. Bloom, Percival.
एवरेज kept it on YouTube म्यूट करके हम ट्विच पे वो देख रहे हैं क्या कहते हैं रिव्यूइंग पार्टी तुम्हारा वो थोड़ा सा लेके अनस्टेबल है
when you're behind to try to shake things up. It's also just so risky on the same box right now on the walls. They're just shooting pumps at it, not even swinging their pickaxes, and they get in basically unscathed. Tayson will be able to met kit up. Everything will look fine. What a fight. Masterclass of a mid-game fight there from 4ZR, Tayson, and Nate.
It looks like Bloomy's luck has run out of that trio. They've been avoiding that engagement down on the West Coast. They were always worried that they'd be taken out. That's what happens with the Sweaty Sands teams. But it looks like Taysen's trio is taking that engagement a little bit further. We've been seeing Bloomy and Taysen's trio all tournament long been competing for Central Zone and colliding. And right now, Taysen coming up top, who is trying to get a third FNCS championship. Now let's focus in here on Noah Riley. Reasons trio won game 1 of day 2 as well as last season. So we're seeing that they're creatures of habits. And now we're seeing the changes. They're actually boxed up looking for Storm Surge tags in the distance. They're not moving. They're not in the car. They're not hunting. They decided to become more of a, I guess one of those like little spiders that chill in those underground traps, right? They're just waiting for people to walk on by to get some tags.
They're trying to switch things up completely. Meanwhile, Shadow is basically seeing the light absolutely erased almost. Stompy right not gonna get beamed out of the air this time. He's looking good with peppers, but not finding a way to really help out his team. There's fire low ground too. Not really landing any shots.
Happy birthday.
Big Elam comes in, the siphon finish, and now he's looking for more. Gonna pick up Shadow all the way up top. Get back clutch. Revive. Very nice. Very, very messy fight.
Very messy. The fire actually knocked their teammate. That's what happens when everything gets set ablaze. Wakey's going to go ahead and bring back iDrop into the fight here. This is actually another big fight because look at the inventory that Joe, Stompy, and Shadow have. Joe has so much shield, but at the same time, Stompy's trio has 4 peppers. And you know that's going to be a great win condition for Joe, Stompy, and Shadow. That is part of their game plan. They got a victory out by playing for height when the zone went down towards Holly Hedges Meadows. And they're below Storm Surge, and that's why they're taking this fight, but they open up that door and get greeted by some shots.
Because I'm talking to you.
Dangerous for Joe. This man is a walking llama right now. Golden tactical shotgun. You're using headsets. He has so many. Yes, 3 still after you.
तो like तुम जो अपना तुम्हारा जो output device है ना, you click on your mic के पास एक arrow है, click on that.
They're so anxious.
Output device में you click on your headphone and input device में you click on microphone Realtek R audio.
Slow down their ways. They're trying to slow down that temptation to get in there.
Stuff on both ends. People are definitely learning from yesterday. Every time a team went third party into a fight, didn't really come out with much.
Kanav का तुम stream देख सकते हैं. Kanav is streaming on YouTube viewing party कर रहे हो.
They're watching along and having a good time. Hope you guys are too. Hendon is here now with Jaku as well. Crazy solo performances all across the season, and now he's looking to get into this fight close and personal as well. Some teams are still on that classic game plan of invade boxes, look for these aggressive tags, and most of them are also lower on the leaderboard. You were talking about it, Sancho. Elims are a dope way to make up, you know, some of the mistakes from yesterday, but at the same time,
ये zone cam क्यों करे MCES जो भी है?
कनव तेरा नाम बता ना हमको.
Is being pressured by Kirachi here, and it looks crazy. They're nowhere to be found. They've been
Kanav gamer बोला तो you can't hear me क्या पक्की?
This entire season has been just a more like a high or you know situation for them. They're just not the same.
Coffee वाला rapper.
The previous season before that, and two is Kirachi. They have an opportunity to close out that chapter here and lobbied that trio. I'm just flabbergasted.
Red Rush Exteriors Mappy coming through the first game. Not
वो clutch up कर रहा है हर बार. उसका teammates मर जा रहे हैं.
They gotta look to actually just.
भाई but I felt bad about Fresh बेचारा मर गया.
It's so hard to stay invisible. Be passive.
$300 मेरा output 30% कटेगा तो $90.
Build all the way up towards Kaiser.
You get only $90.
This entire server is just devolving into box fights left and right. Even your former first place trio is fighting your current first place trio. Hengen is Tapix and 2 of them are down.
Beyond the lot, one FNCS doesn't go well, doesn't matter.
And their chances of getting points this game are running out. Flames ablaze around Chapix, and he's taking ticks over and over, down to 16 HP. There's nowhere for him to hide. Shots on all sides. Every single bullet you see go by is trouble for him. His builds are still burning. Chapix, be careful. Flicks on the other side, low HP too. He's walking through flames. Not even affected. What is this?
Another fire, and I don't think he's going to have a 9th place finish. No way.
I want Savage to win Savage and Breaker. But Kanav and Vihan and these kids, they all Noah really fans.
Lanoof as well. This is the team that kind of lands at risky reels. And look at that.
Mr. Satchel loot
अच्छा. He gets taken out. And Nas is left by himself. And
viewing party में ना तो like viewing party में like it's showing Mr. Savage.
Nas is in a big shambles situation here. Storm Surge still ticking through, and Savage is gonna look to clean that up. Yes. Takes it up and cleans it up.
Why can't these idiots see, man?
Chapix, and maybe Storm Surge is turned off. Maybe Chapix could
want me to share screen?
He could break for a moment.
Yeah. Nas Thomas and Flick were the last team that had basically, you know, no surge damage dealt on the map. That lightning was just striking them over and over. It took down Flick first. Thomas went away second. Nas still not find any damage and goes down as the last player for the threshold. Aloof is not going to be here. Looking to also go across, and Dread is just shooting them with stink bows. Well, that's actually another trio from the left side. Lanoof's having so much trouble moving in. Savage tries to relieve a little bit of pressure off from him because they're getting shot too. This is so tricky, and Zone is still moving.
Savage's weapon of choice in this tournament has been the stink.
Savage got an
Storm Surge. They'll get like a couple spaces in and turn and just rain down stink bows. He was basically crop dusting the entire lobby, man. He was just stinky. He was getting like 5 HP tags all over the place.
Alexa.
Nah, I don't know.
30 कभी-कभी खेलती है उसका तो बच गया पहले उसको 2000 रिव्यूज मिलता था
I think Fortnite really
कर दी और अभी तक खेलते रहती है 500 से ज़्यादा मिलता नहीं है
play out the rest of the game. Savage basing up with Andretta and Restguard low ground. I'm not sure what happened last game, but Refs and Savage are basically taking out Andretta had a clutch. Tapix is still alive somewhere, it seems as. Hasn't gone down, might even have the reboot cards, so it's gonna be tough to revive everyone right here. The zone pulls left again, so Savage, Restguard, and Andretta, it's just a pit stop on this road trip. They're not done yet.
What is done is Chapix taking out by the storm. So now first place is out. That's going to be an opportunity for and Savage to move up. Also third place.
Yeah, buzzing to speedy fresh game 13.
Engagement taken out. Let's take a peek at zone 4. It's going to be a battle at Risky Reels. And we've already seen some fireworks. We've already seen blockbuster hits already in this tournament run. I'm expecting another summer blockbuster hit here for Game 8.
Game 2 on day 2. This is very similar to what happened yesterday. Game 2 actually went to the Orchard. It was this trio that ended up winning Queasy was on height. So maybe Queasy, Trulex, and Jerky might have some experience being high ground this game, but in general, Restguard, Savage, this might not be where they drop. In terms of end game, this is their home. They know exactly how to navigate the zone. They're used to the roads, used to the rivers. They take everything to their advantage and make the space. There's a game to win. It has to be theirs on height, though. It's not Trulex this time just yet. Nate, Tayson, and 4ZR are looking to have some control of the game.
4ZR, Nate, and Tayson, 3 eliminations right now. They're another team that they can move up their leaderboard as well. In 4th place, one of those teams we've talked about, conservative play. Just get into the end game, just trying to get positioning, not taking too aggressive fights. We all know that Tayson and 4ZR are Nate. They're on the road to redemption. Tayson decided to switch out his teammates. He wanted a more serious trio mates in this back zone who's going to grind with them. We're seeing the fruits of their labor right now, getting within striking distance of a championship. Nate, 4ZR last season, of course, on the road for redemption, didn't really make it into the grand finals. We know that their finals is all about that. We thought they would be there. They weren't there. So this is going to be an opportunity, a chance to kind of turn their fate and let everybody know that they still got it.
Definitely
the most improved trio of the entire season. They're still looking for shots. They're not exactly in zone all the way just yet, at least not that half of the base. They're going to be praying and hoping that it pulls their way, but we'll have chances to move no matter what happens. Winky down below, there's trouble inside a little bit of those lower tier boxes, lower ground bases. People are going down left and right. Taking out Alpha, having trouble, and then taken out by Noah Riley as well. These guys are popping, but there's so many angles they have to cover.
I'm surprised. Stacey brought back his teammates.
Bro, it's 51 people, 5th zone. Storm Surge is hitting like crazy. What do you think?
Yeah, it was a solo. I guess they picked up everyone back. Yeah, okay.
Okay,
they're coming from the south side. They must be exactly where Noah Riley is too. Look at the zone. This is a huge rotation. And
Taz doesn't stream now, but this is good actually. It gives you view of everything. And Savage might be dead.
Yeah, I guess the reboot came through in the Spire or Boney Burst. They'll actually end up playing out the full game. That's clutch from X Squeeze. Meanwhile, near the river, this is where patience is tested. Safik and Siberia haven't moved just yet. And they have the longest and toughest rotation with a team beside them.
They've been coming from Coral Castle, and for them to actually finish day 1 in round 15 place is already a feat in itself.
Yeah, the team is alive.
In the FNCS, no trio has really found success. They found some success. Just to paint a picture, last season, Kenzel, alongside Waking Deceptos, finished in 30th place coming out here. If South Africa Siberia can finish as a duo, that would be a great run, but look already what's happening. Noah, Riley, and Reason and the Deal have become a hype team. They stopped
now
they're flying high in the sky.
You're telling me Noah, Riley, Vidil
over
8 hours after sleeping learned patience?
That's insane, right? That's
they really want to win. They want to come back. Remember, Sancho first and then down to 16th after 6 games. They're trying to climb their way back up. They're 10th place right now on the cumulative leaderboard. They're looking to rise higher and higher. Here is who is in their way. True Left, Squeezy, and Jerky. They're uncomfortable right now. They're itchy. They're not used to being second height. They like being the highest in the lobby, and it looks like they have a little bit of advantage on zone. Just like yesterday in game 2.